Welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play series. I'm right now getting some paper because I need to get tons of emeralds for a project later in the episode. But I actually wanted to quickly mention to you guys that as you can see, this video is a little bit longer than usual. Now the question is, why is it longer than usual? And that is because I'm an idiot. And I thought that, oh, I am able to get longer episodes after I get monetized, but that's not the case. And I found out a little bit of a few days ago that that's possible, and now all of these episodes from now on are going to be around 20 to 25-minute long. So I am so happy, and let's get back to the episode. So I was trying to get some sugar boxes full of that sugar cane that's behind me right now, and that is because I need to get myself tons of paper and I need to get tons of emeralds. Why do you need emeralds? Well, I actually need emeralds to get tons of redstone from the clerics that are actually at Shadow Warrior's shop of his what do you call it? I cannot think. Shadow Warriors Potion Shop. That's the word. Shadow Warriors Potion Shop. So we're gonna fly over to the shopping district right now, and I want to mention to you guys a few things that I did off camera. So one thing that I did off camera was I made some optimizations to the creeper farm. So I realized that the AF clay platform had to be 36 blocks lower, so I fixed that and I got tons of gunpowder. I also died in lava, apparently, and I lost all of my stuff, but luckily I had a spare elytra, and I was able to get all my enchantments back, in fact, even better enchantments. I also got myself a shulker box full of cakes, so as you can see here, I have a shulker box full of cakes. Why is it necessary? It's not necessary, but it's just for fun. I also worked on a little bit of some stuff in my storage room. I'll show that a little bit later in the episode. And I have something to do with Shadow Warrior, myself, and survival. So, once again, later in the episode, I will talk to you guys about that. But I'm going to get some emeralds from these villagers, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I got tons and tons of emeralds and tons of redstone because we're going to be working on a redstone project today. So if I can open up my ender chest, I wanted to make sure I got a security book. But the redstone contraption that I wanted to show you is when you come in here, I made a little thing where if you flick this lever, the floor will pop up and all the shulker boxes that are in this area will pop off. And I'm right now storing rockets inside of here, and the reason why is because in the next episode we're going to be opening up a rocket shop, and you probably are thinking, BluTech, you already owned a rocket shop. Well, let's just say I left the contract, and now TundraTech is rising. And if you don't remember what TundraTech is, it was a company that happened in the last season that had Cool Turtle Dude along with Halo Master, and they also included Chinch in this season. And we are planning on having a little bit of a business venture, so stay tuned. Somewhere in today's episode, me and Shadow Warrior will be on a call and talking about our little partnership. Either ways, I want to get a few more redstone supplies for this little redstone contraption for my redstone wing, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am right now walking down to my redstone wing, and this is what we're going to be working on today. So if I can just come through here, this is what we're going to be working on, and there's a button missing because I'm using this for bone meal. But in today's episode, we're going to be working on a little redstone contraption for our entrance to our laboratory. So the plan is that just imagine that I will have a password, for example, 1526. And when I type in this password, a 3x3 door will open up right here, and there will be a little hallway going down to a little bubble elevator. And when you go down, you're going to be entering the laboratory. And the laboratory is going to be around 50 blocks underground. So I'm going to get myself situated. I'm going to try to clear out a big area around this area, and I will bring you right in when I have a redstone update. Alright guys, so as you can see here, this fully actually works. So let me first enter the security room. But how this works, it's very simple. We will have, or there's a torch on each and every part, and this will link up every single torch, and then all I have to do is think of the passcode. And if I just go and unscramble myself through this mess, let me try to get out of here. You can see that if I type in this password, which is 532, 1. It will make a redstone output like so, and that did not work. I probably have to press it one more time. Your goal is to not press it that fast, but yeah, so let me type it one again. 5, 3, 8, 1. And now the door should in fact open. I have not installed the door yet, but as you can see here, we have a signal coming out. And now I'm going to be making a 3x3 flush piston door, and I will link the video down in the description of how I made this. This video was made by Mumbo Jumbo, and this was not his design, but this was someone else's design, so I will also link that down in the description. But I'm going to build this up, see how it looks, and I will bring you back right in when I have this fully completed. Alright guys, so it took a couple of hours, and to be honest, this was a very, very painful experience to do. It took around 4 hours, and it just kept on breaking and breaking, but luckily it is fully completed. So as you can see, there's going to be 2 layers of security. The first one is to get the security key, and then after that I'm going to have an ender chest here to put the security key back. And then there's the 9-digit passcode, and if I just type in the code right now, the door will open and we are able to go to our laboratory. So I'm pretty happy of how that turned out, and we are actually going to go on to a different project because this took a lot of time, and I actually asked Shadow Warrior if I can take 2 of his villagers because he's actually reproducing villagers as we speak right now, and he was giving my full consent and he was allowing me to go to his farm and take some villagers. So I'm going to, for starters, lock this like so, and I'm gonna fly over to his base and let's get 2 villagers back to our base. So it took a couple of minutes, but luckily I was able to get both villagers back to my base safe and sound, and I think it was a pretty easy process to get those back, so let's jump right back into the video. So it is the next day in real life, and that redstone project not behind me, but in the redstone wing, took a long time. So just got the villagers from Shadow, and I just went off to bed. So here we are. It's the next day, and I have the 2 villagers. One's over here, and the other one somehow managed to get all the way up here. I don't know how and why, but I have an area planned out for these 2 villagers. It's going to be a temporary area, but my plan is to have a little trading hall here. And for now, I'm just going to start digging out a big area. And my plan is to make this a very functional place, having farmers. I'm going to have some librarians. And my goal is to get like the standard trades, like a mending villager and unbreaking villager, and just try to save time and effort from traveling from here all the way to the community trading hall. So I'm going to keep on digging out in an area. I'm going to get a few resources, and I will bring you back in when this thing is fully completed. So, it is the next morning, and yeah, it is been a very long episode, to be honest. This is like the longest episode I had to record. But, I have made progress, and as you can see here, if I can quickly go out, you can now see that we have a full-on villager breeder, which is right over here. I'm going to quickly close the door because I don't want zombies to come inside. And then we have this design right here. This was actually made by Iskal85, and I highly suggest basically seeing this farm. And it's very interesting because their POIs, the composters, are actually underneath the carpets and they're able to pathfind. And the problem with villagers is that they'll actually go to a different POI. That's why we have 8 composters here, so I can keep on trading with them 2 times a day without any worries. And we also have the librarians, and I'm still trying to get good trades. I got a Fortune 3 is what I really, really wanted. I still want to get a Mending, a Silk Touch, and Efficiency 5. I still have to do that in the future. And also, I actually wanted to quickly talk to you guys about a partnership that we had. So a little earlier in the episode, I actually mentioned that me, Shadow, and Survival are all going to be in a big partnership, and we are going to call ourselves TundraTech. Now, what is TundraTech and what is TundraTech going to do? Well, TundraTech is basically going to be a big corporation which will basically supply the whole server with rockets and other farms that are to be determined, and they are all classified for now, but in the future, I will let you know. So we're going to be going to Shadow Space right now, and I actually wrote the contract in between episodes. So I'm going to be getting the contract, and we are going to sign the deal. So let me quickly get the contract from my ender chest behind me, and let's see how this turns out. Hey, Shadow. Hello, hello.
Hey,
Okay, but I before we even talk about this book, I actually wanted to thank you so much for what did I need? Oh, for the beacon, the beacon, and the villagers. Thank you so much for those. They
you're
were really,
welcome.
really helpful. So me and Shadow actually were talking for quite some time off camera, and we have a proposition to open a corporation called
TundraTech.
and this is the book right here. So the contract basically will go over some of the rules about this corporation. We will share resources unless someone needs those resources. I will be giving the security cards and they're able to access my laboratory. And basically, we'll all have access to each other's farms. And I'm pretty happy that I teamed up with them because actually, Cool Turtle Dude, Halo Master, and Chinch7 all teamed up and basically, this whole season is going to be like battle of the companies almost, right?
It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, so please stay tuned, subscribe, like, you know what to do. I don't know what to do. Um, but thank you so much for the villagers. That's all I had to think about, or all I had to say about, rather.
You're welcome.
And
Anytime.
I will be mentioning all of this to Survival, so he'll be also on track. So thank
Alright,
you.
that's good.
See you.
Have a good day.
So, thank you so much, Shadow, for lending me villagers, and I am so happy about that. And we actually have a few more things left to do in today's episode. One of them being getting a little situation out of our hands. So, let's take a little flyabout. Let's see here. And as you can see here, there's a little, I don't know what this is, a little house popped up. And this actually was here this entire time. And what happened is when I started building this whole entire redstone wing, Chinch actually built it here, and he actually asked me if I can build it here, and I said, no, but we had a little situation and everything, and now I have to pay him 40 diamonds just to get that piece of mountain back. Now, I don't want to pay 40 diamonds, but I thought long and hard, and I told myself, what is really valuable? What is worth 40 diamonds? So I took some consideration and I finally thought of the idea of a not a shulker box, but a shulker box filled with rockets. And to be honest, this feels like 40 diamonds plus in the center, I'm going to add a stack of minted emeralds in the middle. So that's going to be perfect for him because actually we have a different bank currency. So minted emeralds actually are diamonds. So I actually put all my minted emeralds into the bank for security. So I'm going to actually get a barrel. I'm going to fly over to Chinch's base and I will be right back. So I'm right now walking over to Chinch's base, and might I say, this looks amazing. He took a long time building this, and I really like this. And I'm gonna quickly drop it over at his here, this area over here. Let's see, does he have any area downstairs? I'm gonna try to find a free barrel, and oh, there we go. So I'm gonna keep the stack of minted emeralds like so. And I'm going to be keeping all the rockets in here, like so. Perfect. And I'm going to write a book to let him know about what's happening. And I will basically put it here, and let's move on to another project. Dear Chinch 7, I am sorry for intruding upon your land as I thought it was my mountain. I feel sorry, and as a present, I will not pay with 40 diamonds, but I will pay something with that has value to me. Look through your storage room and find the present. Sincerely, BluTech. Perfect, and I will label this as present, like so, and sign the book. So I'm going to quickly deliver this to Chinch, and he's actually currently in his at the anvil mess, if I'm not mistaken. There he is. So I'm going to drop this off where he is, like so. And yeah, so I hope he enjoys that present, and let's fly back to the base. So I'm back in my storage room, and I'm going to quickly place down that shulker box I gave filled with rockets. But I actually wanted to do one last thing, which is if I can find the shulker box. There it is. I actually want to make a shulker box just for dyes. So what I'm planning on doing, I have all these dyes right here. So I'm actually going to keep also the flowers in there. But my goal is to have dyes like on me because it's one of those things where you really don't need it, but it's good to have always at all times. So I'm going to quickly organize all this out, try to organize it by color, and I will bring you back in when this is fully completed. So I just looked at chat, and Chinch really loves the fact that I gave him all those rockets, and even though it's on a value of 40 diamonds, he's very pleased with it. And I am pretty happy of how this turned out, and I am still in the progress in between organizing all this. And I actually got a message from Shadow Warrior, and he was not able to make it to the call, so I'm pretty sad about that. But he actually wanted me to organize his storage room. And if you don't know me, actually, I love organizing stuff. And he said he will pay a good amount of diamonds for me to organize his entire storage room. So we're going to be doing that in the next episode, along with a few other things about the laboratory, organizing, and doing some terraforming. Stay tuned for that. But sadly, I'm going to end the episode right there because I just finished all of this up. But this is a very long episode. I'm pretty sorry about that, but this is how it's going to be now. 20-minute episodes. So I'm pretty happy. But if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!